that was my bee.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, it's fixed. It's fixed. Chat, I'm sure it's fixed. Like, really certain.
Well, I was just saying, I'm so glad to be invited back. It's been a very long time since I've been on here.
Yeah, you know, we all deserve, like, a little time on stream, right?
Hello, Digital Viper. Hello, Reed Maxi. Wow, you guys are idiots. Well, I'm hardly the one in charge.
Yeah, that was on me. I even said so. They don't really have a lot of, like, computers here.
Sonic, you have some explaining to do. Well, yes, he does, because apparently this is Silver's account, and I'm not sure if you've asked permission.
No, look, it's a shared thing for the channel.
Does Silver know that?
Yes, he does. He named it Super Hedgehog Bros. It's for the channel.
Okay. Greetings, Blue Hedgehog. You will be pleased to know that I will not be immediately terminating you today. Congratulations. What have you done to upset Omega? It's not
really
about
know.
the computer. What's going on? Is Silver very upset with you?
I really don't think so. I mean, I guess he might, but...
Sonic, are you
look,
living
it would
in
be
Blaze's
news to
castle?
me if what?
Yes, he's staying in the castle. He's come to visit me.
Yeah, I have. Having a really good time.
Sonic, why did you and Amy break up? Oh, Blaze, you didn't hear? Someone has been treating Amy poorly and ran away for several days instead of confronting the breakup head-on. Sonic!
I don't know what they're talking about.
Explain yourself.
Okay, look, Amy...
Have you just come here to get over some ridiculous breakup?
There is no breakup. Amy said she was dumping me. I said we weren't dating, so she couldn't dump me, and that was that. And then she kicked me out of her house.
You were staying in her house.
Yeah, but in like an over-the-holidays way.
And you know that she likes you. And yet you stayed in her house.
Well, it's not like her it's the house she lives in. It's
you
her
stayed
parents'
living
house.
with her. For how long?
Just like a couple months.
A couple of months? Are you sure you don't mean days?
Blaze, I think I know the difference between a month and a day.
Unbelievable. You know how Amy feels about you, don't you? She's made this
she was-
abundantly clear.
I thought she was chill, you know?
You thought... What does that mean? What does that
I
mean?
thought she was chill.
What does that mean?
I thought we could hang and it would be cool.
And what does she call you?
Sonic?
And to others, her what? Her brother? Her bestie?
I would be fine with bestie.
What does she call you?
Oh, alright, she says I'm her boyfriend.
Okay, right. Now that we've established that, why would you stay living with her for 2 months and expect her not to get the wrong idea?
Well, I don't really have, like, a home, so it was more of a charitable
Did you
thing.
explain that to her?
Amy knows I don't have a house.
Did you explain that you were not interested and you only wanted somewhere to live? Did you tell her that?
Well, you know, I was having fun, like, streaming games with her and stuff.
And stuff. And stuff.
Like, making YouTube stuff.
YouTube stuff. Is that all?
I mean, yeah,
Was
pretty
she
much.
made 100% clear on the idea that you do not like her?
Okay,
At
in
all.
retrospect, I could have made it a little clearer that we were still just friends.
Okay, why didn't you? Though, thank you so much, Rusty Rose. Sonic, quit making Amy suffer. This unit demands it. Observation, he has learned nothing. Oh dear.
Look, I feel bad about it, but I'm...
Sonic, you literally said you were kind of dating. Sonic.
Well, you know, if you want to
How?
call it that...
How could you explain yourself? Now, I'll admit, dear as she is, Amy is a little bit,
Kind of a handful sometimes.
let's go with that. A handful, yes. But
I feel like that's a kind way to put it, you know?
you know how she feels about you, don't you? You can't deny it. The whole
Okay,
universe
yeah,
knows.
I know.
You know that. And you led her on. And you led me on by saying you just wanted to visit me when really
I
you're
do
just trying
want
to
to visit you. I was
No,
planning
you
on
didn't.
doing this.
You just wanted to escape
I
her.
was planning on doing this before. It just like
And I expect an
I
apology.
decided to pull the
I would-
trigger
I
on
would
it.
like
I'm
an
sorry, Blaze. I just like decided to pull the trigger on it now, at this time.
You have a robot after you as well in here. I'm not quite sure who this Rusty Rose is, but she seems to not like you.
It's like a cyborg Amy from a different dimension or something.
Well, that would explain a lot.
Yeah.
Lanolin is disgusted. Sonic, you idiot. Amy cares about you. Apologize. You didn't apologize?
I said I was sorry.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Right.
And she was all like, "No, it's too late. I'm kicking you out." And so I got kicked out. She like,
Right, after 2 months, I can't really blame her.
well, she like, you know what? If we were dating, she dumped me. So you know, I.
He ghosted everyone. You've not even Tails? Did you tell Tails where you were going?
Pretty hard to get a signal. I'm surprised Roblox and YouTube are working.
You didn't tell Tails. Not only are you a terrible boyfriend, you're a terrible friend.
Tails was celebrating Hanukkah. I
Hanukkah ended days ago.
How many days ago?
Several.
Oh. Oh. Right.
No one knew where he was. I agree. Get him, Blaze, get him. I'm trying my best. I see exactly what's gone on here.
Oh, do you really? Huh?
Yes, you've strung that poor girl on again. And you've done it even worse than ever before, and you should be ashamed of yourself. If I knew your mother, she'd be hearing from me.
Yeah, well, if you knew my mind, you could both have a little party about how terrible I am.
And Lanolin says everyone's been scared and worried for you and looking for you. Don't you
I
care
didn't
at all?
know that.
Don't you care at all? That's all you're good for, isn't it? Running away. I agree, Lanolin. This is not fair. This is not fair to Amy, especially. It's not fair to me. It's definitely not fair to Silver and his account.
Look, I'm just running around. I'm giving him some free grinding XP.
You have to ask.
It's for the channel!
Right. Right, okay. Was it for the channel? When you hurt Amy's feelings like that? Was it for the channel when you lived there for 2 months?
Well, yeah, it actually kind of was, because we were streaming all the time.
All the time? 24/7? What about the times you
No,
weren't?
more like an hour every other day, like 2-3
Are you
hours
completely
a week.
shameless? Do you not see your part in this at all?
Okay, I'm kind of seeing your point. I do it...
Silver had to comfort Amy. She cried for 5 hours.
I didn't know that happened.
So you should apologise to Silver for that as well.
I guess there's a ripple effect there, but like...
Sonic, you've turned all your own fans against you. They all hate you here.
Ah,
What do you have to say to
darn
that?
it. All right, chat. I want it step by step. What do I do?
I can tell you what to do.
Nah, it's good for engagement. We need it from chat.
Thank you so much for the donation, Omega. This unit cannot inflict physical damage over chat. Designation Blaze. Use the physical tender from this donation to hit the blue moron with. Thank you, Omega. We will give him one chance
You
to
can't
explain
hit me with
himself.
money.
What did you do wrong, Sonic? They all want you to apologize
I think
to
she
Amy.
got angry because I was like not being considerate enough when we were playing Lego Star Wars.
Was it really about that, Sonic?
I mean, that's
Was that really it?
what started it.
Or was it because you're not considerate at all? To anyone? Ever? Are you just going to stay silent?
Okay, I am processing things
Did
here.
you consider my feelings when you lied about your reasons for coming here?
I did want to come here.
Yes. I know. To escape Amy. Of course.
It's not just that. I like it here. It's good.
Also to freeload then, got it. Amy was crying for almost all of the stream with Silver. Rouge had to turn off her phone because Amy was texting her so much about everything you did wrong.
Oh, chat, now you're just making me feel bad.
Someone wants you to punch yourself in the face. Thank you, James.
For a stream donation, I will do that.
I don't know what HTBY means, but thank you for your membership. I see this.
HTBY.
Also, do you like the food, Sonic? You like the food? She feeds you?
Well, yeah,
Does
but
she
that's...
made you special dishes, Sonic? Exactly what you ask for.
No, because I don't ask for anything specific.
Does she try to make you exactly what you want?
What are you implying with this line of questioning?
I'm asking a question and you're not answering it.
Well, it might have happened like a couple of times, but... You know, I'll get cool stuff for Amy sometimes.
Did you happen to stay in her room?
No. There was a guest room.
Did you stay there?
In the guest room, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Because I was a guest.
So you stayed completely apart.
In the guest room.
And she was there as well, yes.
Amy was not in the guest room most of the time.
I'm beginning to see that you've led her more up the garden path than I thought. You know,
I'm starting to see an issue with my behavior, I will admit that much.
I think at the point where someone's giving you special food and sleeping in the same room as you, streaming with you all the time, you might in fact be a couple.
You think?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, that would make sense. All right,
then.
Chad, what do I do? Like, what's the fix-it for this, you know? Do I get a gift? Do I apologize with a gift or without a gift? Like, does the gift make it seem like the gift is supposed to make it all right?
Everyone wants you to apologize. Thank you, Digital Viper. Here's the dono to commit smack on your face, Sonic.
Ah.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think that was very satisfying. Sheep are docile creatures. We don't fight much unless absolutely necessary. Sonic, you're hitting every single check on the list of reasons to fight. Everyone wants you to listen to me and apologize to Amy.
All right, but that's like a pretty general thing. Like, what's the specifics of that, you know?
I can tell you.
Sounds like talking about feelings.
You're going to have to, or else someone's going to get kicked out of my castle.
Yeah.
First of all, you do not lead girls on like that. If a girl likes you, and you don't like her, perhaps don't stay at her house for 2 months.
But I said we weren't dating.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
It doesn't matter what you say at that point. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, I've given that advice too sometimes.
So she may have had the idea that you were, in fact, a couple.
I can see how things might have been, like, misinterpreted that way, or, like, you know, maybe even correctly interpreted that way.
Okay, so you admit you were a couple.
According to chat, and, you know, I trust chat, and, like, I trust you too. If you're saying that makes it a couple thing, then, you know, I trust that. I trust you being right. So, you know, I guess that is... Smack yourself again for our amusement.
Thank you,
This
Omega.
is what I do. Smack myself in the face
and
for
thank
money.
you, James, as well. I think he wants you to smack yourself as well.
You didn't say so.
I think he does. I think it's implied.
All right, fine. I should probably start doing the other cheek.
You know, I'm pretty sure that every $2 increment in the donations could mean another smack. So
Is this my penance?
Yeah, so $5 donation is 2 smacks.
I don't see what this is teaching me.
A $10 donation is 5 smacks in sequence to himself. Then it should really smart, shouldn't it, Sonic?
Right, all right.
No amount of smacks is ever going to be enough for what you did. No, truly it's not, so keep the donations coming. Blaze hit Sonic. I'm afraid I'll burn him if I do. I can't hit people without burning them.
For real?
Yes. Would you
Yeah,
like to find out?
Part of me says yes, but part of me says no.
Okay then, let's not find out. So you listen to me now. You will apologize to her and you will make your feelings clear. Do you want to be in a relationship with her or not?
What's like the specific word choice?
Would you like to go out with Amy or not?
Yeah.
It's a yes or no. You can't half-house it.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
How much money would I need to donate for Blaze to smack Sonic? Do you want to set the price, Sonic?
$5? That way it's not like super out of reach, right?
Oh, I think you might get smacked several times by that point.
If people want you to smack me, I'm not gonna name a stupid price, but like, it can't be for $1.
Oh, I think they're going to do it.
Chat, I...
You sure on the $5 mark?
Chat, please.
It's not too late to change your mind.
Chat!
Oh, here we go.
Chat! Are they doing it?
Everyone on someone. Oh, there it is. Commit the action. 5.
You didn't have to do it twice.
Well, we got twice the donation. I did say 2 for each.
Ow.
Take this donation and throw it in Sonic's eye, and Sonic take Amy's Red Lobster.
Does he like Red Lobster?
I don't know. Keep them coming, fellas. It's not going to stop now.
I know Amy was all nostalgic about like going to the steakhouse because that's something her family does. I was all like, Amy, don't you like not like steak? And she was like, yeah, I don't like steak, but like I like going to the steakhouse because they have the salad bar at the steakhouse, and it's like a nostalgic thing. So you know.
I repeat my question. Do you want to go out with Amy Rose or not? This is very simple. It's a yes or no. Ah, another 5.
You really gotta like do the fiery thing with it. You know, that really hurts.
I told you I can't help it.
Have you ever tried turning that off?
No.
Yeah, you're not gonna try now. I get it.
Sonic, Rouge took Amy to the restaurant she wanted to go to with you.
And I'm like a restaurant fan. Because, you know, you sit down and you wait.
Okay then, I suppose you should just tell Amy you're not interested and shouldn't see her anymore.
Not like at all?
No.
Really?
She doesn't want to be friends with you.
Huh. Right, yeah, that's... I mean, if I should have gotten one thing in my head, I guess it's that.
Yes. It's too bad. It's too bad how you feel. She doesn't want to be friends.
So it's not friends or not friends in 2 different ways.
Exactly. You have to make a decision. You can't string her along.
So it has to be more than friends or less than friends.
Yes. Make your choice.
But I'm not allowed friends as an option.
No, I don't
And
think
that
she
feels
wants
kind of
that.
limiting, but...
Don't you have enough friends? Aren't I enough friend for you?
I mean, I guess you can never have too many friends, right?
Right, so go make some other friends, but you don't want other friends, do you?
I feel like... Well, you know, a lot of video game critics say that my friend group is a little too big anyway, so, you know.
Listen, I understand if you think Amy's a little too crazy for you. A little too much. I understand. Just say it. Just say it.
Oh, she was like...
Is she too much for you? Do you not like her that way? Just say it.
It's like a yes and no thing, because, like, I like spending time with Amy, but then she'll, like, start talking to chat about wedding plans, and I'm like, whoa.
I'm
what's
afraid
going on?
That may just be part of who she is. She can't force you to do that. Sonic, I think you could have been friends with her if you didn't string her along. Now you're at the point where you have to choose. I agree.
So I screwed this up for myself, huh?
Yes. Now you have to choose.
Darn it.
You knew all along the kind of crazy girl she is.
Like, even if I'm in the wrong, can we all just agree that yes, Amy is crazy?
I don't think anyone was in any doubt about that.
Like, even if I'm a bad guy, I'll accept that, but like, I'm not the insane person here, you know? I'm a little crazy, maybe, but like...
Running away from everyone was more than a bit crazy.
But that's part of my, like, my brand, you know? Gotta go fast.
You seem to be reluctant to answer this.
Alright, Look, first things first is me going back and, like, just seeing if Amy even wants to talk to me, right? Right?
No. You have to decide what you're going to say to her.
Ah, gee, okay.
Have you decided to call it off? Or have you decided to commit to something? I think he needs another smack. I agree.
Yeah, well, smacks are probably gonna go up on the pricing scale if this keeps going, you know? Fiery ones hurt.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
I know. I can make them hurt.
Doesn't
more.
that hurt your hand?
No, not at all.
Wow, that's...
I could keep going, and I won't stop until you tell me the truth. What do you want?
I would... Okay, you know what? Ideally, I would like to keep on doing streams with Amy and hanging out without her, like, saying any weird stuff, you know? Like, talking about having, like, 7 kids or whatever.
Then tell her that after telling her if you can be friends or not. And by friends, I mean if you want to go out with her or if you want to call your friendship off, because it's not going to work.
I just feel like saying yes, I want to get back together, and then showing up with, like, my requirements, that's not a good look either.
No, it's not.
So do I have to wait for a while before I bring that stuff up?
Well, unless you just don't want to be friends anymore.
I want to not be friends.
Make a decision. Or else I think she's going to make the decision for you.
You think?
Yes. She's going to get sick of you eventually. She's only getting older all the time.
Ah, jeez. All right, chat. I'll go back.
To do what?
To apologize to Amy.
And ask her to no longer bother you, or to ask her to go out
The
with you again?
other thing.
You're going to
The
commit...
second one.
Okay. That's fair. And you can open up talking about how sometimes you've been pushed away by her being a little too pushy, and you can explain what you'd like your boundaries to be and see if she agrees. It's simple, it's like a transaction.
Wow, you can just, like, talk about this stuff, Blaze?
Yes,
you can just, like,
Yes.
you don't think, and you don't, like, find it awkward and difficult?
Life is sometimes awkward and difficult. You get used to it. You should
See,
be
I'm used to,
open.
like, avoiding awkward, difficult social stuff. That's, like, my go-to.
Well, then you're a child.
Ouch. But fair.
Are you going to get out of my castle and find Amy then?
I mean, do I have to right now?
I don't know. Do you have to right now?
Yeah, I have to right now. All right, everybody. I'm gonna...
No. Don't be ridiculous. You can't at this time. It's
No,
not a
we can
social hour.
we can sub
You
somebody
haven't-
in.
You haven't even made a plan.
I don't need a plan. I work better on improvising.
No, you don't. That's how you got into this mess in the first place.
Oh, yeah, right.
She
Well,
has a
even when
rather
I screw
nasty
things up by-
temper.
Even when I screw things up by improvising, I normally get out of them again by improvising. Right? You know, because I'm good at that.
What are you offering to her?
No.
What's the gambit?
I'll admit we're dating.
Okay. Aren't you broken up? You're going to
Yeah,
have to try and get her
so...
back.
Yeah, that's... I guess that's kind of part of it, huh?
You can do it. Be fair.
So do I, like, ask her out on a date, or...?
It sounds like you need to apologize to her from what everyone's saying here.
Should I bring a gift, or
That's
does...
what everyone says. Everyone says you need to bring flowers.
Or does that make it seem like I'm relying on the gift to fix it instead
Well,
of what
the
I
chat
say?
says flowers.
Blaze, can I borrow $5?
You just got donations.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, that was kind of rude. Sorry.
Apologize and admit you like her.
Chad, am I allowed to use the slap donations to get flowers for Amy?
I don't think you need to ask.
You don't think?
No.
Well, I guess if they want to donate to get me slapped because I hurt Amy's feelings, then I guess they'd be fine with it, you know?
And do not make it seem like a pity thing. Do you understand?
How would I make it seem like it was pity?
Is it pity?
It's not, so I don't see how it would come off that way.
Okay.
If there's something I need to know to avoid, then please tell me.
Ask her to follow you. Bring her to a picnic in nature. Surprise her.
That's got a bunch of setup associated with it. Alright, fine. If chat says it's got to be like a little higher effort, then I'll do it.
Get her a new hammer. Useful in either outcome. Thank you, Omega. Very true.
Yeah, that's... You know, that's pretty good.
Should probably appreciate that. If you can't bother setting it up, can you even commit?
Yeah, alright. I can commit to setting stuff up.
Okay. I think you know what to do.
Well, chat, I think we figured this out.
Tell her how
Yay
you
us!
feel. Simply tell her the truth of how you feel.
Alright, we figured it out.
She's very tolerant of your extremely bad behavior, so I think maybe
Yeah, well,
you
I'm
should
pretty
be...
tolerant of hers, too, so...
Right. We'll be a little more appreciative then of her good behavior. Hmm?
Yeah, okay. You know, you made a lot of sense. Hey, Blaze.
Yes.
I know last thing you were gonna, like, investigate on stream was if Shadow was Silver's dad. Did you ever figure out anything about that?
You know, I couldn't. With him being from a different dimension and from the future, it's a little difficult. Not to mention, I couldn't really find a way to get close to Shadow without him figuring something was off.
Yeah, whenever I get around Shadow, he starts asking me to fight. It's been a little while. He's probably looking for a fight right now.
Do you think it's true?
I think it might be. Because you know what? Whenever I ask Silver exactly where he's from, he just says 200 years. Like, dude, you are not from exactly 200 years in the future.
Well, it doesn't make any sense anyway, because every year we're getting closer
Yeah,
to that.
exactly. And Silver doesn't seem like he's gotten older in a long time, you know?
You're right.
I feel like we're kind of leaving him behind a little, because he seems like...
He's kind of made it this thing where we can't ask him.
Yeah, he makes it seem like it's a really weird thing to ask, but it's not, actually.
Shadow said he's not Silver's dad. Yes, but what if
How
is
would
in the
he know?
future? He wouldn't know.
You know, Silver, for all I know, Silver might not actually be from the future at all. He might be another lab experiment guy just like Shadow.
Why would he lie about that?
Shadow, like, had his memories reprogrammed, so anything can happen. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I suppose so, but I still think it's a little... There's some things that make too much sense, and some things that don't make any sense at all about it.
Shadow's black and red.
Shadow said if
Silver
he had
has
a son,
neither of those colors.
he would be cooler than Silver.
Okay, that's his defense? Silver's not cool enough to be his son?
That's just ridiculous. All Shadow said that Silver wasn't his kid because if he was, he would have been much cooler. When we asked what qualifies as cooler, he said he'd teach Silver to use a gun. Are you joking? Are you joking?
So, if Silver was Shadow's son, he'd be exactly the same, except he'd get his 40 out to start popping caps. Is that it?
Lanolin says she wishes she was joking.
Now we're having our chains yanked for real. There's no way he said something that dumb.
Several people said so.
Oh my gosh.
What if he didn't want to? It's not Silver's character.
What if when Silver was a little kid, Shadow tried to take him on a drive-by and then Silver decided he didn't like guns and he blocked the whole memory out?
Then Amy set up a speed dating thing at the end of the stream yesterday for herself. Is she already looking for a new boyfriend? Is it too late?
They can't compete with me. Also, there's a lot of weird dating stuff that goes on with our live chats anyway. Like, that could have been for anybody. It could have been for Shadow.
Apparently it was. So far. So far it was. We did find a bit more evidence. I can't remember if I said it before you left or not, but Black Doom has gold eyes like Silver, and Doom is Shadow's father. Ah.
Right.
I don't really like to think of Silver as being part alien.
It's only like... I don't even think Shadow's half alien. I think he's just like slightly alien modified, but mostly just Hedgehog. So he wouldn't even be like 1/4 alien, even less, you know? Although, Silver does have, like, arms that are the same color as the rest of his body, which isn't actually typical for hedgehogs, so... And he's got the chest fluff stuff, which also isn't typical for hedgehogs.
That is true.
Like, literally almost no hedgehogs have that. It's super unusual.
I'm not the one to be convinced. I see it. I just...
We can't call it a fact, obviously, because we don't, like, know for a fact.
Shadow also stated his gender as the ultimate life form.
His gender is the ultimate life form. His occupation is the ultimate life form.
Do you think secretly he does it all for laughs?
There's no way.
Do you think secretly he's playing everyone for fools?
I can't open up that door, Blaze, you know? Like, what if he is? Then he sucked me in, too.
It would explain a lot. He could be the world's biggest prankster.
There's no way he has gaslit an entire world.
I just wonder if this is even possible anymore. Because either he's messing with everyone's heads,
or he is just like super delusional.
Unbelievably deluded. I'm really not sure which is more unbelievable.
I'm gonna be honest, Blaze. I don't know if he might have Asperger's syndrome or something.
Even so.
He doesn't seem to understand.
When we talked
social
about
stuff.
the breakup between Shadow and I, Lanolin was going up with Shadow.
Oh yeah, that was a whole thing.
Did I know about that and forget about it?
You might have done. You don't keep up with the channel stuff, which is fine. It's fine if you forgot.
Maybe men are the problem, said Amy, and Shadow said, I'm not a man, I'm the ultimate life form. Oh, Amy's been spending time with Shadow.
But the ultimate life form happens to be a man, so...
That's interesting that Amy's been spending time with him instead of you.
That's funny
And
that you're
Silver.
acting like that's a thing.
She's been spending time with Silver and with Shadow and not you.
Yeah, well, you know, if they're gonna get in a fight over Amy, well, that's messed up, because fighting with your son over a girl is messed up.
I thought you just admitted you liked her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just saying, if they were gonna like try and muscle in, that's messed up, because like that's his son. He you know what? Maybe it's all true. Maybe Shadow and Silver are related.
Maybe they are, but it doesn't sound like Shadow's enough charm to be anyone's father.
Lanolin, are you like all gone with Shadow? Like there's nothing left there?
I would call it a lucky escape.
I think anyone would. That's like two white fur people.
Blaze, you would be surprised by the number of simps Shadow has on the internet. The internet's a very strange place.
Hey, look, you know, if you want to go on DeviantArt, you can figure out that weird stuff happens on the internet, right?
Now Lanolin is dating Rouge.
Shadow's exes are going out.
Are they?
Well, if Blaze, if Rouge and Lanolin are going out, like, I'm sure that Rouge and Shadow have, like, had something weird going on.
Well, you better watch out, Sonic. What
I
if
don't
that
have
happens
proof
to you?
for it, but
What if Amy starts going out with a girl you used to go out with?
I don't
Maybe
think
that's the new trend.
I don't think there's any Blaze. I don't think there's any trouble with that.
There's no ex-girlfriend. Of course not.
No.
Well, apparently, don't worry.
No, it's because like Amy hates all of them.
Don't worry, Shadow and Rouge never dated either, apparently.
I don't know if I believe that.
Well, I wouldn't know. You tell me.
Okay, maybe I can believe that nothing happened, but you can't tell me that Shadow wasn't hoping for something.
Are you sure?
Well, like, if he dated Lanolin, who's, like, got white fur and is, like, you know, similar body type to Rouge, like, he's got a type, right?
Very, very different personality, mind you.
Yeah, but I don't think personality is the first thing on Shadow's mind. Like, in any respect, not just, like, romance.
What's on your mind, then?
I'm pulling off some sick tricks. Playing a supersonic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still committed. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna fix things if I can.
Rouge and Silver were talking about finding Sally Acorn either in this dimension or another. Who's that?
Oh, that's like... Well, Amy keeps saying she's not real.
I don't understand.
Amy hates her for dating me in the past.
So you do have an ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, but Amy hates her. They're not gonna go out.
Are you sure about that? You sure about that?
I'm sure about that, Blaze.
100%?
110%.
Would you bet all your donations?
1100%.
You're going to bet all your donations?
1,000,000%.
Are you betting all your donations?
I'm betting the donations.
Okay.
You know what, Blaze? It's more likely that she was going to try and make sure Sally didn't try and make a move on me while I'm single. But there's no luck with that.
Digital Viper would like Sally Acorn on the channel.
Well, I mean, I guess we could try and see what we can do,
Just
but...
to upset Amy more.
Hey, look, I'm not going to take responsibility for it, even if Sally does end up on the channel. I'm not going to track her down.
Sonic, I have to admit it, I feel like this apology isn't going to go well at all.
Nuh-uh, because it's going to be sincere. And I'm going to change some of my problem behaviors.
Sonic, you seem eager to see Sally again.
I literally just said I'm not going to track her down.
Okay.
Also, maybe Amy's right. Maybe she doesn't exist.
How would you not know? You just said she was
It's
your
like
ex-girlfriend.
super complicated. Maybe she doesn't exist anymore. Maybe weird cosmic stuff happened. Maybe the timeline got reset because there's a time traveler always around. I don't know, Blaze. Anything can happen. There were people in the chat who thought you were from the future.
You know, I've explained this before. I can explain it again. These games are interpretations of our adventures, not what happened verbatim. Is that not clear enough?
I feel like it's pretty clear.
The games are not exactly what happened. It's an interpretation of events, and some are more accurate than others.
Got one last can of G Fuel with me.
I was wondering what that was.
Me and Amy used to drink G Fuel.
In your totally platonic living arrangement, together.
Hey, I share cans of drinks with other people, too.
Now you're letting your game play itself.
Yeah, I'm just taking a little handbrake, that's all.
I
Getting back at it.
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, you know, you can... It's just a little auto-grinding.
I'll pretend I know what that means.
She literally is a princess, a chipmunk. She definitely exists. Sally and Amy don't like each other. I think Amy broke Sally's aging machine or something. I have literally no idea what that's all about.
I think everyone just wants you to apologize to Amy.
And I'm gonna, after the stream ends. I was gonna leave immediately. But you stopped me.
Because it would be rude to the people who've donated.
Chad, wouldn't it be rude? Or do you just, like, want me to be rude and, like, leave so I go do that for you? Sometimes it can be really hard to predict what they're gonna say, Blaze.
Sonic, why don't you practice your apology? Pretend Blaze is Amy. Go on.
I don't know about
But
that.
if you can't do it, then you don't know how to apologize.
I know how to apologize.
Then you're not ready. If you can't say it to me, you can't say it to her. I don't trust you.
It's stupid and weird, because, like,
I think
you're not her.
I think you're just going to run away again.
All right, I'll practice my apology then.
Okay, then.
All right. Amy,
Yes.
can I talk to you?
Yes.
First of all, I want to say I'm sorry, because I was mean.
Yes, and?
And I haven't appreciated the fact that you were letting me live at your place for 2 months. I was kind of, like, relaxed about it, but it was a big deal.
Okay.
And I upset you.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't wanna, and it made me feel bad that I upset you. And you were right, we basically are dating, so do you want to do one now?
Do one?
Go on a date.
Right.
If you still want to date me.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm getting the hang of this.
Where are you going to go?
To the park?
To do what?
For a picnic?
Sonic, this apology is awful.
Well, you know,
Tell us
when it actually happens, I'm also going to give her a new hammer and flowers and stuff, because Chad told me to. And those were really good ideas.
You were going to promise to communicate better with her?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
that too. That's
Good.
also on the list of things that are going to happen for sure.
You need to be more heartfelt. Princess Blaze Mom, out of curiosity, what is your kingdom like in this timeline? In the one adjacent where Shadow is the best popsicle salesman, it's like Wakanda and Arendelle crossed over.
Blaze
This is
won't
like-
know what Wakanda and Arendelle are, guys.
I don't understand much of that. What's it like in my kingdom?
I think that's the essential question.
It's isolated, island, group of islands even, and it's prosperous. It has a very good climate and a relatively good economy for its small size and a good amount.
Any trouble recently?
Not in particular.
No villains?
Not especially recently. No, things have been
That's
quite
good.
peaceful, which is good. I'm guessing things have been quite peaceful for you too.
That's why I ended up streaming video games. Yeah.
Digital Vibe says to just not get Amy yellow roses because they mean friendship, so don't get those.
Right.
Sonic needs to write down his apology, but I know he never will.
Blaze, do you have a pen and some paper?
Always. But it's a quill.
Oh. Not like a ballpoint?
No. Silver introduced me to those. They're very good.
They're like the only type of pen that anybody has. You know, back home for me.
I can get a servant to write for you.
I'm not into the whole servants thing. Not really.
Well, it's...
I'm not like saying I think that
Would you like to use the inkwell and quill yourself, then?
You're gonna have to teach me how.
I will get the servants.
Ah.
Sonic, will you kiss Blaze the cat? You know, I think that would complicate things even further, don't you?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's something that's gonna happen today. Or tomorrow. Or any day soon. Or probably ever.
I think only an idiot would take an interest in Sonic after hearing all of this.
You know, Blaze, when we stream on this channel, it's normally got some kind of, like, dating skew, so, like, anything going on just with you?
I'm very busy.
Right.
Plus, you're rather an off-putting example, I must admit.
Listen, Blaze, if you're worried about dating being like dating me, I'm one of a kind.
Just as well, then. Although it sounds like Shadow's rather similar.
No way. Shadow and I are nothing alike.
Well, it sounds like you're very much
I am
alike.
absolutely nothing like Shadow, and he would tell you the exact same thing.
Sonic, what will you do if Amy doesn't like your apology and rejects it?
Ask if we can still be friends, or if there's something else I can do.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Blaze, would you ever like to settle down with someone? Digital Viper, I'm afraid I probably won't have much of a say in that. In my kingdom, it's traditional to have an arranged marriage.
Well, you don't get to pick?
Not usually, no.
That's kind of bogus, Blaze.
There have been some exceptions made, but I haven't found any exception.
That is super bogus.
Well, bogus it may be, but it is what it is. I am Crown Princess.
Well, I'm sorry, Blaze.
Aren't you the princess? You could change that law. My father's the king. It's not a law, it's a tradition. An expectation rather than a legal requirement. As I said, there have been exceptions, but I am hardly exceptional.
You know what I think the solution to that problem is, Blaze?
What?
Run away.
Run away, as it's worked so well for you, hasn't it? Unlike you, I respect my responsibilities.
Well, like marrying some bozo you don't even know?
No one's proposed anything yet, and I have every right to reject someone if I want. I'm not going to be forced.
Well, I guess that makes it a little better.
It's just tradition. Don't you have any respect for tradition?
No, not really. I respect other people's right to respect tradition, but I don't respect tradition myself, you know?
It didn't work for you, it didn't work for Shadow. Running away. No, it's true. Running away from responsibility only causes
What did
more
Shadow
problems.
run away from?
Lanolin, apparently. And if you're
I mean,
suspicious
how exactly did they break up? Lanolin, can you explain? Like, what went wrong? Because last I heard, things were, like, going pretty alright with you two. As alright as, I guess, going out with Shadow can go.
Well, if I had to guess, Shadow probably ran away. He ghosted me for weeks, so I went with Rouge. That's what she says.
Wow. Guess if I'm not careful, Rouge might steal Amy, too.
That would be very unexpected. Lanolin seems much happier with Rouge.
Huh.
Shadow didn't buy Lanolin a Christmas present either. How desperate.
Hey, I got Amy a Christmas present.
What did you get her? What did you get her?
Well, you know, like a scarf and some other stuff, like some chocolates and stuff.
Okay, I believe you now.
You know, this is a pretty cool boss fight.
Amy said you were a better boyfriend than Shadow. We already established Sonic was a better boyfriend than Shadow. Well, it sounds like Shadow was awful. I don't think someone who's been just dumped has anything to brag about.
Hey, look, there's nothing that Shadow can beat me at. Apparently not even stuff I'm bad at.
Well then, I think it might be time, Sonic.
You think I should go?
I think you should go and find Amy.
Like right now?
I think so.
Well, I got an S rank on the boss fight, so that's a pretty good
It seems
note
like
to
a
end
good
on.
place to end it, doesn't it? I think you should tell them.
All right, chat. I'm gonna go do it.
You're going to go and find Amy, and you're
Right
going to
now.
apologize. And you're going to tell her how you feel, right?
Yes!
You're going to do it.
I'm gonna do it!
And you're not going to come back to anybody else running away from things.
Nope, I'm gonna do it.
You're going to do it. I'm proud of
It's
you.
gonna happen.
Well, I'm proud of you.
All right, chat. Next time you hear from anybody, you'll be hearing about how I did it. Because I said I was gonna do it, now I'm gonna do it.
Okay, well done. I'd like to see it. Obviously I won't, but good luck.
Oh, I'll tell you about it
Yes, good.
when it happens.
I'll see you again soon then.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.